This is my wall of plants. I'm walled in. I'm cornered. I'm actually cornered by my own plants. But that's okay, you know? That has got to be the best situation I could think of to be in. Cornered by your own plants. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Voodoo Garden. Oh, more specifically, welcome back to the final Voodoo Garden program of 2017. Yes, this is the final program of 2017. I've been doing the Voodoo Garden for many, many, many years, and every day is a fun day to be filming in the Voodoo Garden. I've never gotten tired of it. It never gets old. I'm going to continue to do that. But for right now, I'm going to take the next couple of weeks off for the Christmas season. And I'm mentioning this in a practice program. I'm taking a couple weeks off from filming for both channels because I need to save up my energy and spend my time. That just went right in my ear. Thank you for that. Clean the wax out of my ear with my own plants. But I'm taking a couple weeks off from both channels. I'm not going anywhere, but I need to focus my time and my energy on bagging up seeds for the 2018 free seed giveaway. I do that every January. And it's quite an event. It's gotten bigger and bigger each year until finally I've enlisted the help of Mike the dishwasher. He's helping me with that. So between the both of us, we're going to make sure that, and by the way, those of you who don't know what this is, every year in January, from January 1st to January 31st, I offer a certain selection of seeds, usually 3 to 4 to 5 different varieties, free of charge, and free to everybody on planet Earth, no matter where you live. I don't care where you live. I am offering these to you. And I'll give you the details January 1st. But this is what I do. And the reason that I do this, it's not to profit myself whatsoever. It is my way of giving back to folks who give so generously to me throughout the entire year. But it's also in the roots of this giveaway. I like the way I just kind of slipped that in. The roots of this giveaway are strongly rooted in that I want to encourage people to grow something, just anything. And having seeds should not be one of those things that stop you, or not having the encouragement to do that. So that's why I do this. I encourage people. I send you seeds. I say, all you have to do is put them in the ground and give it a shot and see if you're going to enjoy this, because you don't know. And also to grow things with other people. If you're a parent, you get these seeds and you grow them with your children, you grow them with your friends, and it's just something that has no downside to it whatsoever. And this is what I do. I buy the seeds, I pay for the seeds, I send them to everybody on Earth free of charge. Now, the one reason that I like to do this is to encourage you. And also, like I mentioned before, it's because of all the things you've done for me throughout the year. I have people who are on Patreon. This is a website where people go there and they pledge support every single month from $1 on up. Every single month to me to help me do what I do here on the farm and to keep things going. And they do this without any thought of recognition for themselves. I don't mention them. I don't promote that in any way, shape, or form. And they get absolutely nothing in return except for the knowledge and the feeling that they are actually contributing in helping what I do here. And my gratitude to those of you on Patreon is huge. And I want to take this time, I haven't mentioned it before, but I want to take this time and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart and from the bottom of Rascal's heart. He's laying right over there. And Tiki and Tanner and Mike and everybody here on the farm, the goats, the chickens, we all appreciate what you're doing to help us to keep doing what we're doing here on the farm. So Patreon is a really big help for me, and it keeps things going because I'm just an old retired hobbit and I'm on a fixed income. My fixed income is from the income that I get from Patreon. Also, another source of income, those of you who follow here, you know, I sell, oh, well, I don't sell that. That's a piece of plant. I make compost here from what I have here on the farm. I do what I can to make a few dollars to help ends meet. And that's what the compost is for. I did sell this not too long ago and it ran out really fast. I'm going to be doing better next year at selling this. And this is probably a once a year type thing where I can raise a few dollars and stash it away and to keep things going. The third way that I do things is, those of you who have been watching this, you know I've been promoting my book. I did write a book about my adventures from when I was a little teeny tiny tot until I'm a teeny tiny adult. But that I offer for sale as well. The links for all of those things are located below this video. I want to let you guys know that. I won't be harping about that anymore. I just want to mention it one time, let it go, and then put it on the bottom of the video for those of you who want to help me with what I'm doing here. But those are the way that I make money to keep things going here, as well as the YouTube videos. The YouTube videos don't pay as much as they used to. It's just a fraction of what they used to. So that's why I'm augmenting with other things. Otherwise, I wouldn't be bothering with other projects. But you do what you have to do to make ends meet, you know? And so that's what I do. All right, now that I've mentioned that, I want to share something with you on my final program of 2017. I'll be coming back on the beginning of January with a brand new Voodoo Garden episode and updates on all the weird little nonsense that I'm going to show you here. Some really fun stuff happened. And I want to start it out with this. Something that doesn't look like too awful much, but it really does mean quite a bit to me. These sticks, I'm not even going to do a close-up of these because all they are is sticks. Now, some folks will buy ooh, right in the eye. I'm getting poked by everything around here. Some people will buy things online and like from Gurney's or other kind of places, live plants, and they come dormant. What that means is they're in a dormant stage where they're not growing, they're kind of hibernating. And you plant them in soil and then slowly they come back, they come to life. The roots come back to life, just like in winter. You know, out here, everything dies. It looks like it dies for the winter, but it doesn't. It just goes dormant. The trees, bushes, things like that. So you buy things, they send them to you dormant. It's an easy way to send you plants where there's less risk of them dying, as opposed to sending you a live plant like this banana tree. It runs the risk, especially in winter, of being frozen in the mail. This is a kiwi. This little stick is a kiwi. And this little stick right behind it is a kiwi. Kiwi, kiwi. I have 4 kiwis. And what happened was a friend in India, a beautiful country and a rich, wonderful culture over there. He wanted to offer me a gift, and I thanked him in his language, in the Indian language, and he really did appreciate that because I really wanted to show him a little bit of respect. And so I looked it up online how to say thank you. I'm grateful for your gift, and he did appreciate that. But what he did was he wanted to send me something to grow outside, not just in the Voodoo Garden, but outside. And he actually took the time to find out that there was a thing called a hardy kiwi. And those are kiwis that will not die in my environment in the wintertime. They'll just go dormant. So what he did was he went online and he ordered these and had them shipped to me. Not from India. He went online into the United States and had them shipped in the United States. So now I got dormant stock that I planted here in the Voodoo Garden because they won't last in the dormant stage for very long, so I had to hurry up and plant them. So indoors, I have these little twigs of hardy kiwis, and they're going to grow here. Hopefully, they're going to come out of dormancy. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they do. They're going to come out of dormancy and start growing here in the Voodoo Garden. Then what I'm going to do in the spring is take you outside on the Praxis channel, my other channel, my outdoor channel, and we're going to plant these outside, and I'm going to have kiwi growing outside on the farm. Yeah, so that's very exciting to me, and I wanted to extend my thank you to my friend in India for doing this. I really do appreciate this. Some people have such a generous nature, and it always touches me right here in the heart. Another thing he did that he didn't have to do is he sent me these 2 things as well. I wanted to show you this. This here is called a butterfly bush. Kind of neat, isn't it? I've been showing you this in the Voodoo Garden, how I grew it from seed, and then I pruned it back, and it's putting out branches. It's looking really beautiful. I wanted to grow this outside, and somebody sent me seeds for a butterfly bush. These are from your seeds. Yeah, and this one is growing beautiful. I had a second one, but it didn't do so well, so I only had one. Now, what he wanted to do was he wanted to send me 2 other ones. These are called, I think, black butterfly bushes. So he sent me dormant stock of butterfly bushes, and they're already starting to come to life. And they're growing in here as well. So, I'm kind of winging it day to day. I have this plan of how things are going to go here in the Voodoo Garden, and it just gets thrown off track. So that's why I always say I'm winging it here, because I don't know what's going to happen from day to day. I don't know what's going to be in that mailbox from day to day. And but I wanted to show you these things because when I come back, hopefully we're going to see a lot more growth on these things. Remember, I planted my vegetable garden in here, and I mentioned it on the last episode. This thing here, I thought it was a clay pot for growing things. And if I would have just looked at it and read it, what this is, and people told me about this, I had no idea. I've never even heard of such a thing because I don't drink alcohol. And they said, this is a wine cooler. Yeah, what you do is you put a bottle of wine in here, and I'm just going by what they told me. Put a bottle of wine in here, put some water in there, and as the water evaporates out of here, it cools the wine. Yeah, so I planted my carrots in here and I got little carrot sprouts. They're not really worth doing a close-up on, but they're like that tall. And they finally sprouted out of here. So I got my carrots growing in my wine cooler. Look at this grossness though. All this white stuff here. This, normally if you're growing plants in pots and you see this white crust on it, I'm sure you can see it from there. If you're using fertilizers, this is called fertilizer leach, and it'll leach the salts out of the side of the pot. Thing is, I'm not using fertilizer. Nope. This is from my hard water. I have such hard water, it's insane. And on my faucets, around the faucets, in the drains and everything, you get this hard, crunchy looking stuff that you got to scrape off and stuff. I have so much minerals in my water, it's insane. Anyway, that's what that is. But I also have a few other things, and this is stinking up the joint, and I do mean stinking up the joint. My friend from Holland, she sent me some bulbs, and I showed you that they were starting to grow and stuff. Well, they sprouted. I mean, they flowered. And so I have daffodils. That's what these were. I thought that they were totally different. I thought they were tulips. I do have tulips. I have tulips, hyacinth, and daffodils. That's what I all got growing here. But the daffodils came out first, and these are a different kind of daffodil, and I want to show you up close. So get off your butt and come on over here, and I want to show you a couple things that are growing over here. That way we can just get it all done with and you can see everything up close, okay? Come on over. Down here in the pot, you can see that there's one of each bulb. There's one over there. There's one right here that's just starting to bloom, just starting to put out some green stuff, and then there's one over to the left. The purple one is the hyacinth. This one is the tulip, and this one is the daffodil. Yeah, and the daffodils came out first, but oops, sorry, I hit a pot with that. But look, all of these pots I brought together so that you can see the flowers and how they're blooming. Look at this. Isn't that something? Yeah, and boy, are they putting out a fragrance. They're not your typical yellow daffodils. These are small and they're white, but you can see up close, see? They have sort of the characteristics, that little cup in the center of it. And I even have some that haven't put out all their flowers yet. So we're having a profusion of daffodils. And one thing I want to tell you about this is I didn't expect this. The smell that's coming out of these things, it doesn't smell like flower to me. Mike sniffs them, and I brought him in here. I said, Mike, sniff the flowers. He sniffed them, he goes, they smell kind of different. And I told him, you know what it smells like to me? It smells like if you're in a machine shop, a metal shop, and they're welding, and they're cutting the metal, and they're welding with the welding rods and stuff. That's what it smells like. So it reminds me of my stepdad, because he was a truck driver, and he would be working on his truck, and he would be welding things on it, and that's what it reminds me of. Not a pleasant smell, and he wasn't a pleasant person. But isn't that the strangest thing, how smells will bring back memories, but they are beautiful. So I tolerate the smell because they are absolutely beautiful, and I'm going to be taking them outside and growing them outside in the garden next spring. So those are the daffodils, folks. And let me show you the butterfly bush. These are those little butterfly bushes I was telling you about. They came out of their dormancy and they're starting to turn green. And here's what they're going to look like as they get older, I'm assuming, because they're a butterfly bush, and so is this. This one I've been pruning back, see? I cut it here and it grew out side stems. It's growing all over the place. It is going to be a fat bush. And then on the tips of these, I snipped those off as well. So now we have more coming out here. Pruning is fun. You know, pruning can absolutely be a joy when you really get into it, because you can make plants do all sorts of different tricks and shape them any way that you want them. So there's my butterfly bush. And right down here, I know it doesn't look like much, and they look a little leggy, but I have them right up as close to the lights as I can. These are my radishes. Yep, doesn't look like much, so I don't know if I'm going to get radishes in here. I don't know anybody that's ever grown radishes all the way to a fat root inside, so we'll see how that goes. I never let it stop me. And, you know, these aren't very remarkable, but I wanted to show you the beginning of them. This is dill. This is grown for Mike because he loves the smell of dill. And down in the pot down here where I brought the dill from, you can see another one. This is Boxcar Willie. Yep, he just got started. And down in the center, that's the lettuce. That's one of the seeds I'm going to be giving away in the 2018 seed giveaway, is Butter Crunch lettuce. and it's absolutely delicious. I hope I can grow a head of lettuce in here. That would be kind of neat. And then right over here, remember the pigeon pea? It was growing in a cup. I transplanted it, and the leaves are getting longer. I think I'm actually going to get pigeon peas. Yep, I actually have two of them. One here and one in the cup. There were two in the cup, and I pulled one out and transplanted it and left the other one in the cup. So I have the pigeon peas right there. And I know it's a little early to be growing peppers, but I grew this one from seeds that somebody sent me. This is a New Mexico green chili. And you know what's really weird? It's not related to that jalapeno at all. Remember the jalapeno that was a dwarf and stuff? This one I pruned back and it never got tall again. So it's just dwarfing out over here in the voodoo garden. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something in the air. But this one's dwarfing out. I'm going to transplant this if I can get it to survive all winter, which I'm sure I can. I'm going to transplant it out into the garden and let it just go nuts. And I think once it reaches the sunshine and the fresh air and stuff and gets out into the compost, which is a lot better than my potting soil in here, it'll start growing taller and fatter and putting out more peppers. But you know what? It is putting out peppers. It's been putting out flowers like mad. And see, I even have peppers. Yeah, New Mexico green chilies here in December in the, in the voodoo garden. Yes, indeed, folks. Hey, am I disturbing you? Hey, Tiny R. Say hi to the folks. They're not going to see you till next year. Yeah, this is my little sidekick. He doesn't look happy, but he is. He actually wants to go outside, and we'll be going out soon. He's got things to chase. Bunnies, phantoms, birds, me. Can I stick my finger in your ear? Kind of like that, don't you? Hey, you're ready to go out and play, aren't you? Yes, you are. Aw. Hear him? That's his happy sound when I scratch his butt. Oh, it is such a good day in the Garden of Voo. Yeah, sit your butt right on my foot. What the heck? What do I care? I want to thank all of you for joining me every single time I come out here with a program and sticking with me through all these years. I do appreciate your support, your friendship, your input. I just enjoy being around plants, people who love plants, and little R. It's really, really a good life. And thank you, everybody, once more, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for your help, your support, your information throughout the years. I do appreciate that, and have a great holiday season. I will see you in 2018. And hopefully little R will too. Have a great day, everybody. This is Ray and his friends in the Voodoo Garden. We're out of here. Are we out of here? Hey, I guess we are. Come here. One more time. Encore. It's a good life, isn't it? Yes, it is.